What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode. I have music. Oh, no. All right, whatever. This is the music. Hello, Autumn. What's up?
Oh, not much, man. Just really looking forward to this 8 p.m. stream. I'm so glad that you guys all voted to move it up because it's kind of nicer, you know? I know a lot of people in the comments are saying that they're happy about it. Trader to the Living saying yay for early stream. I can actually catch most of it live again.
Oh, wait.
Rainbow saying earliness.
Hold on.
Also...
Hold on. I have a technical difficulty where I'm here, but you're not. So.
Oh, no. I think I can see it.
Yeah, I know.
There we go. Okay.
So random, right? Okay.
Oh, no.
It's an in and out thing.
Technical difficulties.
I wonder what it's going to take. I wonder what it requires. Let's see. I'm going to guess. Maybe I need to have you open. Maybe that's how it works. I'm going to try this. We're going to try.
Alrighty.
All right. Because I can't actually tell. But everyone at home, you let me know what's going on. Oh, Catherine, I'm sorry. I apologize for this. Oh, I didn't even bring that in. See, there's so many things I have to bring in, Autumn, that I accidentally didn't.
No worries. We're still trying to, figure this.
Okay. I'm moving everything. Everything is changing. Everything all the time at once. Whatever that saying is. All right, I think we're good. I think we're good now. I think we're good.
Okay.
I've got you. I've got everything's good.
Okay.
All right. Let's start this again.
Yes.
Yes. Are we good? All right, hold on.
Oh, the joys of figuring out a live stream. Oh, man. We're back.
Yes. All right, we are officially good to go.
Awesome.
Welcome, everyone, to... This music is so sad. You can't hear it, Autumn, but this music is, like, totally off.
Oh, man.
Yeah. But anyways, it's like, super ambient, so... Anyways.
Oh, okay. We'll have to figure out the music situation so I can hear what you're playing next time.
Yes. Okay, what's up, everybody? We apologize. I apologize. It's all my fault. I was trying to work this out with Autumn earlier, and we just couldn't do it. But yeah. Welcome everyone to the live stream.
Yeah. If by the way, if anyone ever if anyone has any tips on this stuff, feel free to DM either of us on Instagram or Twitter and let us know if there's anything we can do.
Yes, seriously.
Yeah.
Anyways, now that we are back on schedule, anybody have anything they want to talk about for the next 1 minute during the intro?
Microfreak update doesn't come out until the 30th, right? That's what Rainbow Mess said.
Microfreak update on the 30th? I thought it was already out.
I thought so too, but I guess not, maybe.
Interesting. All right, update.
By the way, that is the one synth that I was actually really considering getting after last week's live stream, just because the price point is so amazing. I mean, the synth is awesome, but that price point is just like, it's nice.
It's literally like, I think I said it in a video a long time ago, but it's just like, it's the best synth like ever made for like under $1,000 in such a long time. Like, it's just so fully featured, and then it keeps building out like a platform. It's pretty amazing. Oh wait,
Yeah.
So Rainbow Mess is updating with some stuff. It looks like they found a bug, and so they delayed it. Okay, well, that's fair. That's smart. Good for them.
Yeah, that works out. Because then you'd have all these people coming out with, like, you know, complaints about the bug.
Exactly.
I'm sure you want to avoid that at all costs. You don't want to upset the consumers, you know, especially in the age of social media.
No.
Just avoid it at all costs.
Oh, 100%. 100%. So we're going to attempt to do the regular stream with all the technical difficulties all at the same time. So our first actual topic of the night is about subscriptions and Apple Logic. Well, Apple didn't just do Logic, but they did their, let's just call it their creative platforms. They moved them to subscriptions starting soon. So you can watch a video from our friend Bolo, the producer. Let's see if we can do this. All right. Shut up, ambient music. All right. So let's check out Bolo, what he says.
And if it ain't one thing that kind of gets resolved, something else always pops up. Now Apple wants to put us on a subscription plan. Bolo!
To keep my immune system.
Nobody get mad about this YouTube Premium thing, okay? I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
All right, so I'm going to try to make this as short and sweet as possible, but I'm going to tell you guys right now that I am a little frustrated a little bit. Because, you know, a company that I really like, that I've worked with and, you know, I do videos on, they are now moving to do something that a lot of other companies have already started, which is a subscription plan with their new releases of the Logic Pro and the Final Cut Pro on the iPad. And both of the programs, from what I've seen, I've had a first look at them and everything, seen it in action. Both of the programs look really good. Of course, I'm going to do a video on it when they drop. But at the end of the day, the whole subscription thing is kind of whack to me. And this is the reason why. Even though that it's only like, if you pay for the year, it's like $49, and that's for each program. It's not $49 for both of the programs. It's $49 for each. And then you only pay $4.99 a month for it. So basically $5 a month for both of the programs, which is fairly cheap. So if you think about it, you know, if you buy Logic Pro right now, it's $200. And if you just do the subscription plan, that'll take care of like 4 years, you know, of having that product. And
okay, so I have Autumn half the time here. Autumn, if you can tell. I know what I need to do, so I'm going to run the intro and we'll be right back. fix this.
It's all good.
All right. As I fix this now.
Okay. I see Wagyu saying, I was considering picking up a new iPad for Logic on there and Final Cut Pro, but the sub thing put me right off. Honestly, Wagyu, I feel the same way. I was actually considering getting an iPad Pro as well for the very same reason. But yeah, the subscription thing, it's just how many subscription models can a person have? Really? I mean, I don't know. It's kind of getting ridiculous at this point. Yeah. I'm with you on that.
Yeah, thank you.
Catherine.
Take all of the people in the chat and
Catherine says, I will just not use a DAW before I will just not use a DAW before I pay for a subscription. I'm with you on that too, Catherine, because there's so many DAWs out there that don't require a subscription. I mean, I use Ableton, for instance, and I'm hoping that they don't want that model as well. I know it's just becoming more popular with every company, and I get why they do it, because it's more monthly recurring revenue, right? So it makes sense, but I don't know.
You know, if you
Much
buy
easier.
Final Cut, it's $300, so it'll take care of like 6 years. Well, no, yeah, it's like 6 years of the payment plan if you pay everything yearly. If you pay it monthly, it's a little bit
Is
more.
Logic not giving?
But my
a
thing
choice?
is this:
Studio One has subscription, but
as
also
much
choice to
money
buy
as
and
Apple
own.
makes on all of the products. Now I know they have
Interesting.
different
So,
divisions,
I don't know,
I know they have
if they're
different
giving a choice.
sides.
I know with like,
but everything
the-
still funnels down to
on a desktop,
one thing.
I believe you can still purchase it.
This company,
At
this
least
company, this
I
company
hope so, because that's
makes the money,
that's
but it
ridiculous
funnels
if
down
they're
to
just like
one
forcing you into it. I think
corporation.
the subscription model is just for iPad, iOS, and from what I know, there's nothing about it where it honors legacy users. So, for example, if you already have Logic Pro on a desktop, I'm not saying anything that says that you will be able to have it on the iPad Pro without having to pay for a subscription model, which is kind of, I don't know how I feel about that, because if you have these legacy clients that have been with your product for years, I don't know. I would just think it would be kind of nice to include some type of a thank you for being loyal to the DAW. Maybe not having to pay for the subscription, or even at the very least some type of a discount, but I'm not saying anything like that.
Yeah, I haven't obviously looked at much of the information behind it because it's Logic and I don't use Logic, but I used to really like Logic. It was weird to me that like, all of these companies seem to be really about reoccurring revenue. And the only side story I have is I'm like, it's weird. I'm consulting with a company I've worked with about plugins, and I was basically you were with me, Autumn, now you can't say the company because you may know what it is.
I think I know which one it was.
Yeah,
but
so you
I won't
can't say it now.
Yeah.
I forgot. But you were with me, and I brought up that fact about nobody wants subscriptions. And the company, as we're in this, we're having sort of a back and forth, I'm telling them, like, don't do subscriptions. Like, you saw what Waves did. And my guy at the company he's like, yeah, I know. But based on, like, investor stuff, there's, like, it's just, like, there's nothing they can do. It has to be that way. So it's kind of weird to be like, the companies know that the people don't want it, but irregardless, they're like, this is like a business decision. It's not at all about helping the community or what people actually want. It's just purely a business decision, which is kind of unfortunate, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, like, I agree with you. Like that, obviously, it's like, it's all driven by business. That all makes sense. I also just wonder who their target audience is, because with the Logic Pro, from my understanding, from what we can see here, they don't really allow, like, there's no third-party plugins available for it as of now, so you would be limited to the stock plugins, which, I mean, you could still make pretty awesome stuff with stock plugins, but every producer that I know uses third-party plugins.
Sure.
So I'm kind of wondering who they are targeting for this type of for this version of Logic Pro.
I mean, it looks good. Like, I think I need a new iPad to run it properly. But it really looks like, it kind of looks like Cubasis, if you ever heard of Cubasis, which is like a...
Yeah, I have heard of it, yeah.
Looks like it does come with some Ableton Link. I don't even know what this is.
Ableton Link. Oh, that's actually kind of cool.
I'm like scrolling down, seeing they have this Ableton Link. Is that like a thing you know about because you use Ableton?
Yeah, so you can kind of like link, you can sync with other computers. It's kind of it's an interesting process. So for example, if you have 5 computers in a room and you kind of want to all link to the same beat, you can do that with Link.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty, it can get pretty fun.
I mean, it looks good, but I mean, it's subscription. It's hard because it's so cheap. So that's like kind of a thing where I'm like, well, what does, if something's super cheap, is it now okay to be a subscription? Because for me, it's always like, it's like the way for them to get you in, you know, like,
Right.
I used to have Disney or HBO. I used to have HBO Max. I guess I still do, but it's called the Max now. But it was like $7 when I first had it, right? Now it's like $17 or something, right? Like, 6 months or whatever. And you're like, dang, like, so that's why I don't like subscription, because especially when it's like tools like this, it's especially because also their model for so long was you buy it once and it's like free updates forever. Like, I think you could have bought like Logic version, like, I don't know when I started, but like, I think I had one of the earlier Logics years ago, and you could get free updates forever. So now they're just really going away from that, which is unfortunate, but.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you already have an iPad Pro, or if you already have an iPad that's compatible with this, I know if I already had an iPad that was compatible with this, I would download it and I would try it out and try to see what my use for it would be. I'm not sure if you could plug in an external hard drive. I would be interested to see if you can. That could be kind of interesting, because then you can, at the very least, begin an idea on the iPad and then take it to the desktop. So I could see that being a benefit, but again, I don't know if you can connect an external hard drive, but I guess there's other ways you could export a project. Yeah, I don't know. Does anybody in chat have the iPad Pro? Has anyone tried it yet?
Who uses
has anyone
Logic?
tried it?
I've never actually seen anyone in the chat say they use Logic. Maybe Viral Beats uses Logic, I think. I think Viral Beats uses Logic, but Logic is like where I would have started if I could go back again in time. Like, because I just liked like in school, we used Logic as our classroom DAW or whatever.
Right.
But I just always liked the MIDI sequencing in Logic. It was like my favorite.
Which DAW did you start off with again?
I guess technically it was Cubase and Reason. It was like this combo thing. They kind of came together. And then in our advanced music class, like our advanced sequencing class, then it was Logic. And then, or it's like advanced composition was Logic or something. And it was like, anyway, it was a bunch of stuff. But Cubase was my first. And then I went to Reason when they had the Reason and Record, like together. You could record audio inside of Reason at some point. And then I'm back to Cubase now. So But I also I know you know this since you use Ableton and stuff, but like, have you ever like figured out something about your DAW and you're just like, this is like, I don't know anything about my DAW. Like, it's just so like deep. I'm like, wow, it can do this. And it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like that happens almost every time I watch a new tutorial on Instagram or I mean, just there's just so much stuff that you can just go really deep into it or keep it really simple. But that's why it's kind of nice to go to start in like GarageBand and then move to Logic Pro because from what I've heard, it's a pretty nice transition.
Oh yeah.
You know, I gotta say though, I started with FL Studio, but for some reason,
Oh, okay.
I don't know,
Okay.
it didn't click for me. But Ableton somehow clicked for me. Hopefully, they never go to subscription model.
I mean, it costs so much. I don't think they'd need to, right?
No, they don't. I mean, they have like different tiers. They have like an intro, a standard, and then a suite version. So you can
Okay.
kind of climb up the ladder in that way as your skills develop. So that's kind of nice about it.
Okay.
And I think with Logic Pro, I think it's just it's a one and done, I believe. You just like purchase it. There's just one tier,
For Logic?
right?
Yeah. There's
not
only
even-
one. I don't think there's ever
Yeah.
been more than one Logic. You get everything for what used to be like $199. I think like that and Final Cut were always like $199, but now they're both subscription. I think they're both subscription going forward.
Wait, even for the desktop?
Final Cut and Logic?
Wait, really? I have Final Cut Pro.
You don't have, okay, since you're on the side that isn't sharing. Wait, no, I'm not sharing screens right now. I can actually look it up.
Yeah.
Fine. Is it just the iPad?
So from my understanding, I thought it was just the iPad. Or is it on the desktop as well that they're moving people to subscription? It says
I think it's
okay,
everything.
Rainbow Mess says that no, the desktop ones are not affected.
Oh, okay. Because I'm reading this thing from May 9th, and it says, because it's hard. Here's the problem. I hate that they call them the same thing. Final Cut Pro, Logic Pro.
Yes.
Like you need to like make it different. Like just calling it Pro. I would think
I
that's
agree.
desktop. I don't know. I know that's probably biased that Pro equals desktop because everyone uses desktop pads and stuff.
I completely agree with you. I think maybe there should be a slight variation because I imagine, I mean, there are limitations with Logic Pro on the iPad because, again, I don't believe you can have third-party plugins in there.
I'm going to go over right now to the Apple website and click on it.
Go
and
to
see
the
what
Apple
happens.
website right now.
It says try it for free.
Paul makes a good point. He says, but with Apple, you already pay a subscription in the form of hardware at a hefty premium every X number of years. This is a $2 trillion company, literally the most valuable company in America. Yes. Oh my gosh. Facts.
It is technically, right? I think by
believe so.
by market cap, it technically is the largest company in the world. They also, their stock price always goes up. Like it goes down kinda, but not compared to anyone else. It's just so, they kind of already have us in a subscription model with their whole iPhone thing. Like in reality, I buy an iPhone not every year, but there is no alternative. There is no way of me escaping at this point.
Right. And I mean, I think that they've even admitted to slowing older phones down.
Oh yeah, that was a big thing for years.
Yeah.
I had to get my battery like replaced in my phone by them, and I got it. It was like free for some reason. They had some lawsuit that made them do it. So Apple's a weird company. Apple's a weirdo company. But anyways, we went forever on that only because of the technical issues. But now we're going to talk about other synth related things. such as the Lambda. This is like extra Superbooth leftover stuff. So
Okay.
we got the Lambda from Superbooth. It's a polypulse algorithmic groom box. I've never heard of that. I only picked this as something to check out because it had like 5 screens or something.
Interesting.
I don't know what these
Yeah.
are. Are these screens or are these pads? Maybe it's a pad.
I thought they were pads at first, but now I actually don't know.
No,
I mean, they're kind of.
It is. It's a pad.
It's a pad?
I thought it was a screen. This is pads.
Oh.
5 pads, I think. It looks like a big calculator.
Yeah, there's a lot going on there. There is a lot going on.
Yeah, it's let's see. 5-track device. Okay, 5 black squares on the front panel. I guess those do something. But there's a video that we will watch. So
Yes, let's watch the video. I'm excited to see
All right.
this.
So let's see what the Lambda is all about. See, it's not my fault. It's just ads within a video.
So hi, what?
Hi. Hi.
We are going to look at polypulse, right?
Yeah, we are. I'm gonna play a bit first.
Okay. So yeah, it looks like these pads are like touch sensitive and stuff.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, kind of like a chaos pad or something, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Great. So,
Right.
what is it? Tell us.
So it's a live performance workstation. You would take this instrument and then plug it into a PA, plug it into power, and that would be enough to perform. And with this instrument, we're taking a bit of an unconventional and an algorithmic route.
Algorithmic.
You got 5 tracks each, and within each track, you have a polyrhythmic sequencer, and on the other side, you have a digital synthesis. And this could be currently I have FM synthesis, additive synthesis, several forms of sampling, and more will be added. And the sequencer is based on polyrhythms. So let me turn down delay.
Okay, so Autumn, hopefully you check that out on your end.
I did. Yeah, I play it while you're playing it.
Okay.
So hearing it on my end. I'm not gonna lie. I actually like the sounds.
Yeah, the sound's cool. But
Yeah.
here's my question to you, because this is something I always struggle with, is that I see this and I immediately say, wow, that's cool, but like, I don't want to learn that thing.
I hear you. That kind of that is honestly my first thought whenever I'm kind of looking at something too.
Like, do I want to invest the time to this thing? Like, because it's not going to be super straightforward. Obviously, it literally has like keyboard buttons for everything and knobs.
Yeah, I hear you. I think it's for a very specific person. Like you said, I think the average person, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right, but I know for me, I feel the same way. I like getting stuff that's kind of easy to figure out. I'm not going to be spending hours or days trying to make something. I will say, though, sometimes you can get away with having a complicated piece of gear, but somehow simplifying it in your own way to get what you want, if that makes sense. So there can be workarounds, but I hear you in the sense that if you really wanted to learn the full potential of that would probably take a while.
Yeah, they like the look is cool, because it's got a unique look, but it definitely feels kind of like it's an extra deep piece of equipment just based on what it looks like.
Time interval of 8 and then time interval of 6.
And it's,
And
I mean, it's based on
together these are
polyrhythms, which is very
simple
cool,
lines,
but like at the same time,
this can quickly lead to
I don't know, it
complex
just-
rhythms and melodies.
like, see, like all these knobs on the right hand side of it that just don't have any labels, they just have like lights. It just like starts to be like, I wonder what that would do. And it's kind of like the Polygon tracker. Have you ever used the Polygon tracker?
No, I haven't, but you just made a great point about the knobs not having labels on them.
Yeah, like I'm sure it's like customizable in some way, but at the same time, it's like, wow, that's like a lot of stuff, you know?
It's overwhelming, for sure. I mean, it looks cool, but it can be overwhelming to, someone that is looking for something a little bit more simple.
Yeah, it's very cool to kind of look at a piece like this and see kind of, oh, what is possible. But then,
Right.
I don't know, have you ever, like I recently, within the last few months, I borrowed the Korg drum log from Zounds, and it just wasn't that fun. Like I got it in here, I was very excited, and I was kind of like bummed that it wasn't that fun. So have you like ever got something and you're like, oh, I can't wait to do this, but then as soon as like the reality hits of what is actually that you have to do, you're like, oh, that's not my workflow.
Yeah, I can definitely relate, and I think something that can help with that, like Wagyu actually has just said, it just needs a better deep dive demo when it's ready. I didn't learn much from this, so I actually agree with that.
True.
Maybe if companies do a better job, or maybe is a demo out there, but really kind of featuring the user playing it in a way that, for example, Steven, you could look at it and be like, oh, I didn't know I could do it like that. Maybe get you hyped up for something, or there just needs to be a way that they can showcase the product, just to keep the consumer hyped. I would be interested to see somebody actually getting down with this,
Yeah, and it's kind of funny that as I'm attempting to finish this magazine's video that I'm doing, it made me like really appreciate good YouTubers who are like good like the good music YouTubers who like actually like sit down and like show you like how to go from like zero to a sound that they did, right? Like I was thinking about this the other day as like somebody made a sort of an argument about like, oh, like music, like musicians on YouTube are so disconnected from like the music, say, producer world or whatever on the other side, right? And I was thinking like, you're right and you're wrong at the same time, right? There needs to be someone somewhere who's making that's making content to help the next future producer, right? Because like, I don't know, who like famous producers are, right? Like the Neptunes or something, like Pharrell and stuff, right? Pharrell's never gonna make a video about how to like open a new track in Pro Tools. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He never will do that. So there is this like almost like symbiotic relationship between like the musician on YouTube, producer, right? And the aspiring like hasn't done anything producer, right? The like kid, right? Who's like, I just want to try to do something. And so yeah, videos like this where I'm like, this is so crazy. Well, like maybe Aphex Twin buys one of these, but Aphex Twin is never going to make a video for YouTube showing you how to start with the Polypulse. So you need these in-between people that do show, that give a lot more insight, you know?
Yeah, and that like inspire people
Yeah.
to try. I mean, that's kind of how it starts. Man, I never even really thought of it that way, Steven. That's such a great point. Just having people do things that, as you said, big time producers aren't going to take the time to maybe make a tutorial or the type of in-depth demo to inspire the next producers. And I know for me that whenever I see demos or, you know, just those tutorials, it helps me kind of decide to enter into that new piece of gear, you know, because I'm like, well, I have a tutorial here. I have a guide here that's going to help me learn this.
Yeah, I was, and the reason why I brought that part up was because I was watching a video with, you know, who Scott Storch is, I assume. Right? So Scott Storch was basically like showing how he like wrote all of these like big hits, like back in the day, right? And Scott Storch is just sitting down at this piano and he's like, you know, he's playing like still DRE, right? He's like ding, gling, 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 gling. You know how he plays that on piano, right? And I thought at that very moment, I said, Scott Storch would never would never make a video about, oh, here's the C major scale, right? But you know that Scott Storch has all of that information within his body. You know what I'm saying? But his mind is just not there, and so there has to be that connection between the person who's going to show, you could be Scott Storch one day, but not today. And like, but if you take these small little bits, you know, of things that are very complicated, kind of like the polypulse, like it's so deep, you can get there eventually. But showing, here's how to make one little melody on a track, it'll, you know, and eventually get there. So yeah, I just thought about that because this is one of those things where it's like, if you put it in my hands, I don't want it. I need someone to show me a few steps and then I could like maybe get going. Yeah.
You need those building blocks.
Yeah.
So you can start off. Yeah. Totally agree. I mean, that's why, as you said, these YouTubers are actually kind of important, man. I mean, really, I know for me, they've been really important. I've learned so much stuff from YouTube.
No, 100%. 100%. Okay, so next up is so this isn't from this year, okay? It's from last year, but I found it interesting and I wanted to look at it. So it's that Le Pop, Le Ploop.
Le Ploop. Yeah, Le Ploop V3 minimalist electronic groove box.
Yeah.
I love the look of this thing, actually.
Yeah, the look was what put me onto it. The lip loop. No,
lip loop.
Lip loop. Right? I guess because like the thing is like an infinity. It's like a loop. Lip loop.
Oh, I love that. I love that touch.
The little infinity.
I love it when people get creative with their logos.
Yeah, it's kind of like hardcore because it's kind of like dark gray and stuff, but then also it's got the little cuteness of like, I don't know, it's a cute little design.
It is, and I like is that kind of like a wood-like finish?
Yeah.
On it.
It's
love
got
that.
like the back angle is kind of like pretty cool. How it has I don't know, it's kind of like, it definitely is like aesthetic. It's like designed, which is kind of cool. I haven't heard it yet, but apparently it's a groove box, so another groove box we're looking at. But yeah, whatever. Let's just listen to the lip loop. Lip loop. All right. Bloop. So it's all on the left right now.
Yeah, I think that's the YouTube video.
Probably,
I'm getting it all on the left ear too.
It's not me, okay? Just because, don't assume it's me again.
It's a YouTube video, you guys.
Yeah. Okay, it's basic here. Let's go a little forward. Let's see what else I can do. I'm skipping forward to like halfway. So it's like a 16-step sequencer. What do you think, Autumn?
After hearing that demo, I don't know. Man, it looks so cool, but after hearing that demo, it looks a little complex for me.
Yeah,
it kind of sounds like a video game. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess see, these are one of those things I think where depending on the person, I guess this is also at Superbooth, so it's not a very, composed demo, right? Like it's
true, very true, yeah.
Because I saw 2 videos of what was that thing that came out from Roland pretty recently? It was like SH2 or some SH4. It was. I'm gonna look it up. Hold on.
Yeah, that is true. We shouldn't judge a piece of gear by one demo video.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
the SH4D. That's what it was. And it's so hard because I want to find the video of who did it. I'm gonna try to find the video real quick.
Wagyu, I agree. It wasn't the best sound demo. I mean, everything was on the left side, so that that in and of itself can definitely affect the experience, the listening experience.
That hurt its chances, right there. All
a little bit.
I wish I could remember who made that demo. I saw this demo, it was so awesome. Maybe the chat can remember. Do you remember whose video I watched for the SH4D thing? It was really good.
For the SH4D thing,
I think someone's gonna remember because they're gonna remember when we watched it.
Said it's Roland.
It's the Roland SH4D.
We didn't watch it last week.
No, it was like
okay.
It was like when it first came out. So technically it was like a month ago or something. Someone's gonna tell me exactly who it was. We watched this really good video and it was like maybe it was like Japanese or something. I just wanted to bring it up. I think I can put it in the chat for you, Autumn, if I can find it.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, I will grab it.
Depending if somebody can remember what it is. Because it'll only matter if I can find this video for context.
Okay.
But anyways, someone's going to... Yeah. Catherine says, oh yeah, I think it was some channel I'd not heard of. Yeah, and I'd never heard of the channel. But then I watched like multiple videos from this person. And I was like, wow, how amazing. Like... This is the worst part. Like, I should subscribe every time I see a channel that like is good.
I mean, that really can make all the difference is somebody knowing, somebody really taking the time to create a good demo of a product. It really can make all the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really can.
Well,
oh, you can't find it. No.
I'm literally scrolling, looking, and I cannot find it. But
you know what? Next week we'll have to revisit this.
Yeah.
Viral Beat says Venus Theory uses it like crazy.
Venus?
Okay, well I'll have to look him up.
Venus Theory?
Yeah, I've seen his videos. He's great.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, he's amazing.
Man, I'm so disappointed in myself. Well, anyways, the point was I watched like Bo Beat's video of it, and I was like, like I don't need that thing. Like it, not that I was gonna get it anyway, but it was just so like, and not Bo's video was clearly a video to show you how to use it, so it wasn't like a music making video necessarily. But then when I watched this other video, it was like my jaw was like dropping because I was just like, it can do that in comparison to sort of kind of like the video we watched where you're just like, well, I know it's a demo, but it's like so like it's turning me off almost.
Right. Yeah. And you need that. I mean, you need somebody to be like showing you something so that you can get that reaction. I can do that. That's so necessary. I mean, it really starts with inspiration. You know, someone inspired me with this piece of gear.
Exactly.
You know, I'll go back to lights using the Myco cork and inspiring me. Okay, she inspired me to get it. I didn't get it. I got the Mini Nova, but still, just seeing somebody do something with a piece of gear that you think sounds awesome. You know.
Actually, I looked up lights after because I was so on a nostalgia kick. I looked up lights after, and like she had like changed her name and all this stuff. Like she's totally different now.
Wait, she changed her name?
Yeah, like she like used her like real name and all this stuff. It was totally. But you know what? I feel like I want like nostalgia, so we're just gonna throw away this stream and play a light song in this stream. Oh, it's so cool. She has like all her super old videos too. I'm on her YouTube channel right now. Like on her YouTube channel, like she has all her like videos from like 15 years ago. Like just like her playing the guitar and stuff. Like that's so cool.
That is awesome. I didn't know she changed her name.
Let me I'm just gonna screen share this or whatever. Whoops.
Have you ever seen her live?
I don't think so. It's hard because it's been so long, but what I'm trying to think of her most famous song that I can remember because I want to hear that one.
Ooh, Rainbow Messes says listen to Siberia. That's a good one.
Is that like a super old one?
I mean, kind of. It's man, how old is Siberia? Sheesh. Maybe I'll have to look that up.
Because it has to be from like her first EP. That's like the song I remember.
Okay, I'm seeing that it was uploaded in 2013.
Could be Siberia.
It was released in 2011. Oh my gosh. No way. That was like over 10 years ago.
Oh, okay. We'll just listen. Let's see. We'll just listen to Siberia. It probably comes with like a music video, hopefully. Light Siberia music video. Let's see. We're just gonna play this. So yeah, watch the Light Siberia music video, Autumn.
Okay.
If you want.
Light Siberia music video. I'll look it up right now. Okay.
Dang. I don't know which one it would be. I don't think there is a music video actually. Oh wait, I'm just gonna play the song because no, it's off the listening. Lights the listening. What's off of the listening album? I want something off the listening. Okay.
The listening album? Oh.
Because that's the one I remember.
Oh,
Savior?
okay.
Maybe it's Savior. Was that off of
Well, that's another good one. Savior's another good one. February Air. Yes, Rainbow Mess. I love that song. That's a good one.
All right. I'm going to listen to this Savior one because I don't know what this is.
Savior?
Okay. This Lights Savior music video.
Yeah, I remember that one. I'm going to look it up right now too. Okay.
Affordable therapy with flexible payment options. I just contacted.
Okay. I'm pausing the video, but chat, name that keytar. Name that Lights keytar that she's used.
That is an awesome keytar. It looks cool. It looks cool. I'm sorry, but everything that Lights touches to me is cool.
So 2013. Keep getting copyright strikes, but that's fine. It doesn't really matter.
Okay. Looking it up right now. Second go.
Because this
music video is cool for that.
Yeah, this is gonna segue into like our last few topics anyway.
How many times will the clock go round? How many times can my hands hit the ground?
Well,
There's a crown. How far will I fall to the alarm sounds? How can you love me when I am ugly?
anyway, Autumn, since we're at the...
Yes.
Oh, this is actually a good song. The second go's a good song. As we're sort of like ending the stream for the night, I wanted to ask, do you find it difficult to finish songs? We're skipping a freaking topic, but do you find it difficult to finish songs when you're writing?
Yeah, definitely. I still struggle with it for sure.
And what's like a tip that you have like that helps you to get finished with stuff like songs?
Yeah, so two main things. The first thing is I kind of listen to a reference song, so something that is similar to what I'm making.
Mm-hmm.
That's also a good way to start a track if you just have a beat block or a creative block.
100%.
And so I drag a track into the session, and then I kind of will try to just listen to what they're doing. For example, if I'm struggling with finishing it because of the bridge or the outro, I will look at that part of the reference track and just listen to like the transitions. Obviously not copy it, but just kind of think about it in the structure wise. And then the second tip I've recently started doing is collaborating with other people.
Okay.
If you're recently I've been stuck on a few songs, and I've started collaborating with a couple of people on it, and that kind of helps get the ball rolling. A second ear is helpful because they hear things that maybe you don't, and you can bounce ideas off of each other, and just helps you get to the finish line. So that's kind of my two tips for it.
100%.
What about you, Steven?
I have a very superstitious thing about writing songs. If it's not happening naturally and quickly, I almost always have a problem with that song eventually, right? I think like the song that I have like that has the most like plays or whatever like on a platform like is this song called True Art Real Affection Part 4, which is actually Part 3, but I didn't realize I didn't have a Part 3, so I named it Part 4. But people always tell me how much they like that song or whatever, but that song was like, it was so fast. Like I literally played I don't know how I started it, but like I think it was I played the chords during I don't know, it literally came together within like 15 minutes. I played these chords for the verse, and then I played these things for the chorus, and I was like, that's really good. And also the chorus was like inspired by some Michael Jackson song, just the way that the chords go, because if you listen to like a lot of Michael Jackson songs, like the chords are really good. And
Nice.
so I have that's my thing. It's like if it's and typically what I do to try to finish songs now is I try to make just a skeleton, literally chords and a melody. And if the chords and melody sound good, like all together, like all the way through, then I'll like go through and finish the song, like actually produce the song all the way through. But what I would always get stuck on was like I'd write a really good like chorus, right, for a song, and I'd be like, this is awesome, and I could never and I'd like have this fleshed out chorus and then nothing else, and then I could never finish. So that's been my thing of make like a whole song, like the skeleton, almost as if maybe you would just play an acoustic guitar and just, oh, does this sound cool, and then flesh it out. But I also think like a really good way is, like you said, listening to references. I never did that when I was younger growing up because I said, oh, I don't want to be influenced by something else. Like I don't want to copy it. But it is a really good way of sort of seeing what someone else did if you are at a roadblock and being like, okay, I could do something like that and make it your own.
Right. Yeah. Oh man, I love that tip that you have for just doing the skeleton and as you said, maybe something that could be played acoustically.
Yeah.
I think that's so important for me at least. Just because there have been times where I make a song and I do want to play it acoustically and it just doesn't hit the same.
Mhm.
So I think your approach actually would help with that. Just making sure that even if it's just the chords and the melody, it's something that captivates you.
Mhm.
I don't know. That's a great tip. I appreciate that because that makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah, that was actually one of the number one things I realized. You kind of most good songs, if you hear them in their most broken down form, a good song somehow outlasts the production. Like it doesn't need all that production to still kind of evoke like a feeling.
Yes.
Right? Like I'm trying to think of what songs you could play that just like, okay, even though it's a very like basic song in its produced form, Smells Like Teen Spirit from Nirvana is a song where if you just played it on guitar, acoustic guitar, and heard the melody of the song, it's good. Something about it is very, it's really putting you in a different place. It's taking you somewhere.
Right. Were you a huge Nirvana fan, by the way?
Well, I mean, I grew up in Southern California, and like K-Rock, I still say this to this day, like Smells Like Teen Spirit, and there's one other song that they played to death. I'm like, dude, those songs are old, but like I feel like they're the most requested songs on K-Rock still to this day.
Absolutely.
What's the other Nirvana song that's like very popular? They always play down, 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 down.
Come As You Are.
Yeah, Come As You Are. Perfect.
Yeah, Heart-Shaped Box. No, that's a really great example because I mean that's actually such a good example. Kurt Cobain with his melodies, just him singing on a guitar, just with a guitar is beautiful. I don't know if you've seen on Spotify they had some unreleased music from Kurt. I think on Spotify it's just Kurt Cobain. I think that's just the title when you look it up. And I just found this like maybe a year or two ago. And they have really old recordings of him, and it's really like it's really crappy like recordings, like it's not professionally produced. It sounds like it was recorded on just an old recorder, just him and a guitar in a room. But man, it just sounds so good. And it's like the mastering doesn't matter to me, the mix doesn't matter to me. It's just when a song is good, it's good. I believe it's just covers, but yeah, you are so correct on all that.
No, I honestly think that, a good song should be able to be, because that's really all it is anyway, right? It's like typically a vocal and a harmony so that, people can catch what you're doing, right? Because we watched that Ed Sheeran video last week. I'm like, yeah, you know what? Dang, he's just singing and playing the acoustic guitar, but it just sounds so polished because it's a good melody. He's a good singer, and you can hear everything kind of come through like that you need to like have like, a full song. And I just was I don't know why I thought that, but a good song doesn't need all the bells and whistles and all the like, oh, here's like a fun little sound over here and it's pan to the left, like it's catching your ear, and another thing to the right. Like that's all like icing. But if it's not good, just you performing it like on its own, maybe not strong enough yet.
So true.
Yeah.
Synthetic Lithium is a great song. Agreed.
I have to like go back and listen to some of these, but like, I only kind of know Come As You Are. That's a good song.
I'm a huge Nirvana fan. That's why I asked you. I love Nirvana. Middle school, I was obsessed with Nirvana.
I mean, it's kind of hard not to be if you're in your 30s and you grew up, because, you know, I'm from Southern California. So, like, yeah, I mean,
Same.
that's
same.
all we did
Yeah.
was Nirvana. And, you know, then it was like a whole different time of like cool
Did you-
emo
oh.
music. So,
Would you go to Weenie Roast?
oh man, that was a K-Rock thing.
Yes.
Wasn't it?
Did you ever go?
I never went, but also I wasn't huge into. I know it sounds crazy. I was not huge into like live concerts back in the day. I just didn't go until I was like an adult. Like I just didn't. So, but I loved like a lot of the like punk, not punk, but like the pop punk bands.
Yeah,
you know,
totally.
from
Like-
that era.
Like, totally. The Yeah Yeah Yeahs, like Viral Beat says, that was another great band.
Oh man, I was the Yeah Yeah Yeahs the group that sang like.
Oh, he's
Oh,
talking about
wait.
a different. Oh, he's talking about something completely different, though. It was a great chorus. Never mind. Sorry, I thought you were talking about the band at first.
I like
no,
their
but yeah,
song. You don't love it like I love you.
Yes, it was that
Wait.
band. Yeah.
What a great song. What a great like group in general. But
Oh, totally.
anyways, this was like the fastest live stream ever. Like I know we had technical difficulties, but it felt like it went by so fast.
Definitely. And hopefully we'll have the technical difficulties figured out by next time for sure.
We're going to help everyone and cuz I have to figure out how it works, but now I get how it works. So thanks everyone for suffering through the first 10 minutes while we got it together, but you know, third time's a charm, okay?
Third time
We're
is the
going to get
charm.
it. But anyways, Autumn, thank you. We're also going to have background music in the future, so it's not so weird. But yeah, thanks everybody for coming. Autumn, any closing things?
Closing things. You guys have amazing taste in music. Synth addict Alice in Chains. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Steven, shoot, man, you got all the good music taste people over here.
Everyone here.
That's all I'm saying.
Feels strange to end when we begin. Oh, okay.
I know.
Well, thanks everybody for coming through. See you next week without issue. I promise next week.
We'll figure it out before the stream for sure.
We will. All right. See y'all next week. Bye.
Bye bye.
That was